So, you want to know more about the first issue of I Never Forgot? I will tell you. You probably know me. I'm Ox. If you don't, welcome to the channel. I write a comic series I've been doing since early 2015, and just recently I finally got the 6th issue published. I am going to take you through what made that first issue possible. Later down the road, I will be showing, actually doing a kind of a video / reading of that first issue. That's to come next year, but I wanted to take a brief second to give this channel. I wanted to be able, people finding this channel, various art casters, other friends making comics, or even my social media on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, so they kind of had a good idea of what I'm doing, what this channel is for. For the most part, it's throwing ideas at the wall, talking about my comic process, and doing comic reviews from time to time as I try to make my story even better. Like I said, I've only been doing this for about 2 years now, and I've started picking up things along the way. I try and improve one thing at least with every issue, and I think you can honestly tell that from the first issue and the 6th issue. Before I get to that, way at the beginning. So I had this story. This is the oldest notebook that is used for writing details of the story. If you get issue 1 right here, in the back, in the sketchbook area, I show pages and details of how the story came to be, and they're right from my notebook. Notebook is being used in the sketchbook pages. I try to use them for doing the sketchbook pages to show that these are where the ideas started from. So back in 2015, I had a small idea for a story, started detailing it a little bit more, got to figure out how to split that into about 13 different issues, and then it basically went from there. That first issue was very rough. These are the sketches that started that first issue, kind of getting everybody's attention, and then I basically took it from this notebook right here, took it, drew it on printer paper, like legit, just drew it on computer paper. Some things weren't working with it. As soon as I got it to this stage, I realized some things that needed fixing and things that were not working quite as well. But I stick with the computer paper because I didn't know better. This whole process started because with every issue I wanted to incorporate a new artist that I had found and become friends with. I wanted their style to be in every issue. This first issue probably took 2-3 months finishing up, because I was waiting on an artist to help throw their panels in. After waiting so long, I decided to jump in with all caution thrown to the wind, and like, this is how it existed for a long time. It wasn't just this paper form. Figuring out transitions, revisions on this computer paper, to the point where I colored that first issue with Copic markers using this computer paper. When I first scanned it in, the printer or the scanner I had was kind of giving a blue tint to everything I was scanning in, and that wasn't working. I decided to do this first run via Kickstarter with the help of some lovely friends, patrons, and whatever. This was the intended size. This is what it ended up to be. This was the intended size. Yeah, it was just going to be a very simple flip cover little issue. So I went through about 3 different printers trying them out. This was done on lulu.com. I believe this one was 2 because I was looking at the perfect binding edge. Tried out Kablam 2. Their rates were decent, but with that first Kickstarter, came promises to make the book better and bigger than I had previously wanted to. And along with that came the sketchbook pages added on, the preview of the next chapter got added on, some prints, some thank you pages, and that ended up filling out the book to 48 pages. You can read this online. You can see the sketches where they originated from for that first chapter. I think over the first 2 chapters at least. Gives you some detailed information. The link is down below. It's on my WordPress blog. I started it out with the introduction. It's got the sketchbook pages on there as well. You can definitely check that out. You can read it online. But that's what I've got for you right now. That is the start of my comic series. I never forgot about a drifter who wanted to accomplish one last goal before he can pass along happily. I'll be throwing some other stuff, some extra clips back from the day when I started this whole process. A lot of pictures that maybe not have seen the weight of the internet, that whole Kickstarter process. I might even do a montage over me talking right here. So there's that. If you haven't checked it out, read it online. If you enjoy what you're reading, the book in your hand is so much better than being able to read it online, because I even have these special notes that I have put in there that never made it to the website, never made it to Comixology, and never made it into the first trade that collects issue 1 through 4. I'll throw a link down below for that as well. That is on my Big Cartel site at Samuraiox. You can order issue 1 through 6 there right now. Also, you can pick up the trade. But that is the information I have for you right now. Like I said, early next year I will be doing a reading of issue 1 of a guided view read-along for a video coming soon. Just not the end of this year so far. I still have all this stuff that I've held on to from that beginning. It's cool to look back on it. Even the pages I've been showing off to you. Some of these are a little hard for me just to look at, just because everything I've learned over these 6 issues, but it also gives me a marker for when I started this whole journey. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you want to learn more. I'm about halfway through my series right now. It's going to be a 13 issue run. I run a Kickstarter for every issue, so if you're interested, not sure if you want to pick it up right now, I believe I'll be running a Kickstarter soon, so you can get caught up with that. That's probably the easiest way to get caught up because combined shipping when the new books come in, plus you get your name in the new book for helping supporting this whole issue fiasco. Also starting now in 2017, I'll be running my Patreon account, and those people will also be making it into the thanks page for supporting me over there, helping me make these videos, giving me a little more supplemental income. You can see videos early there, some extra behind the scenes stuff if I find stuff for you to check out at least a month in advance for the behind the scenes stuff. Appreciate you watching this video, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. I'll be back in a couple days with a new video showing the process of where I am current day on the next issue, and I will check you with the next video. Later.